going to say good morning to our YouTubers. Good morning. Wave at the camera. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate you being out there. We're looking for comments, good ones, but we're also just looking for comments. So please be sure and use that comment box when you get the chance. All right, and any information you need, of course, you can find at unityoflagstaff.org. So thank you. Go, good morning. How are ya? Can I have a little PowerPoint, Sam? This feels a little hot in the room. If we can turn me down just a little, because you never know where I might go. All right, so welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. This is me triple doing, look at this, look at this. I can do 15 things at one time. How about that? So my friends, I want you to hear this little video. That's where we're going to start out. Hi, Susie. It's good to see you. All right. That's probably not appropriate in the middle of the room, but that's okay.
This is called Self-Employment Made Harder.
This is
by
Greg
Difficult
Tamblyn.
Boss.
He's going to be with us December 4th.
You might think self-employment is a great way to work. Self-employment's harder when your boss can be a jerk. How come I just pretend to listen to the things I say? What makes me think I can treat myself this way? I don't give myself enough time off, but I do give myself flack. And sometimes I make fun of myself behind my back. Then just when I thought I had a shot at real advancement, I took myself to court for sexual harassment.
That is Greg Tamblyn. He's going to be here December 4th. And I encourage you to sign up out there and let us know you're going to be here. Advance tickets are $15 and it's $20 at the door that day. He's going to be doing the message that Sunday and then come back for a concert. And by the way, welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. Yay. Let's take a breath. I just found out my microphone doesn't work and the lights aren't on. And so let's just take a breath. Yeah, and take one for me. Yeah. So good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Actually, it's just so good. Look, Karen's here. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry. Oh, I forget I'm on the microphone when I do that. So, my friends, again, I encourage you. And let's open with this song. This is, can I have some PowerPoint, please, Sam? Yeah, there we go. Let's stand. This is our opening song. Here we go. It says call and response. You're the response part. Here we go.
In this world, I am a light. I am a light. In this world, in this world, this is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. I see the joy. I see the joy in this world. This word, I see the joy, I see the joy in this word, in this word. This is the place, this is the time. Let it shine, let it shine. I'm living love every day. I'm living love every day. I'm living love every day. Spreading peace along the way. Right time, right place. Living love every day. We are the light. We are the light in this world. In this world, we are the light. We are the light in this world. In this world, this is the place.
and say good morning.
I wonder if I can just do this. Penny will probably not want that.
Oh, thank you very much. That's good.
I did. I was dog sitting, and it was in the yard across from me. All right, let's come back together. I like it when you like each other so much. That's awesome. So I just want to draw your attention to this photograph up here.
Good morning.
Yeah, check that out. I actually took that picture, and it was in a neighbor's yard across the road. And he and two others standing right there, man. I said, "Come on, baby, look up." And he went, I said, "Still got it." So welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. It's so good to have you all here. It's really a bummer to stand in an empty room, and I have experience. COVID, not because they didn't come to hear me. So thank you. It's been a big morning, and we happen to be talking about big today. And I'm inviting you into, in this moment, to recognize how amazing God as you is. Can you take that in? That's some big work. If I get too loud on this thing, just throw your arm up in the air, because I'm not used to this whole thing of staying on this little microphone deal, right? So, I am grateful to welcome anyone that is here for the first time. I don't see anybody that's here for the first time, but I see, yeah, I do, yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here, Stephen, thank you. Oh, do you mind if I say your name online? Sorry about that. You know, if you're in the witness protection program, you're in trouble in this room. I'm just saying. Not that he is. So thank you for being with us. If they didn't give you any propaganda at the door, you let me know, because I want to make sure you get that before you go. We welcome you. We thank you. And if there's an empty seat next to you, or in front of you, or behind you, or anywhere in the room, think about who you might invite to come fill that. I appreciate that. Today is Celebration Sunday. Yeah, that means lots of stuff to celebrate. So, first of all, I would like to introduce and thank Dave Savage, ta-da, board member of the day. We have an incredible leadership body here in this community. We've now added 3 advisors. Those are members of the congregation that bring a special talent. I'd like to thank Bruce Higgins for stepping into that. We've got Chris Ash, and we may have a 3rd one joining us. Yeah, this is the board president that's clapping here, because we appreciate that support, so thank you. Calendar sponsor calendar sponsor this month is Sue Mine. She is our board president. If you'll notice on the back wall, we have the Unity calendar, and this month Sue sponsored that. We're going to do that Unity calendar again. That is now your opportunity to get a sponsorship is closed, but you still can get a calendar when they come out, so don't forget that. Great holiday gifts, so thank you. I, of course, am thanking our volunteers. Who puts their hand on something that makes this ministry happen? Who does that? Come on, Steve, you're one of those. Come on, you're doing the meditation today, Ivana. Own that. Own the fact that you make this happen. I know, I try to make it look like I do it all. It's not true. We are blessed. And I encourage you not to miss the opportunity for that. And this month, we always pick something for the month. And this month is voting. Enough said. Well, except just do that. Okay, so I don't want to check. Thank you for not moving. Helping Hands Project this quarter is the Literacy Center. What that means is that 20% of our 10% tithe, this is a tithing ministry, 20% of that will go to the Literacy Center here in Flagstaff. Now, that also means that we're looking for opportunities to volunteer at the Literacy Center, so we're working on that. The bottom line is this: the more you give, the more we give. If you want to know how the nonprofits in this community appreciate that, check out the back wall. We've got letters of gratitude from those organizations. Check it out. It's fun to be a part of that. What are you celebrating today? Now it's all about you for about 30 seconds. No, just kidding. It's all about you. What you celebrating today or this month? Well, that's something to celebrate. I hope Michael is referring to our murder mystery dinner theater on Friday night, and I am celebrating that. It was a grand success. Who was here? Did you have fun? Come on, sell it for me. Here we go, because we're going to do that again, right? We're going to do it again. It was fun. Birthdays, anniversaries, what you got? What are we celebrating, folks? I got roses up here that are ready to come right to you. Yeah, there you go. Daughter's birthday. I love that. And if you don't want to tell me what you're celebrating, that's your business. It's okay. We're just celebrating it with you. There you are, Steve. Whoa. I don't have a badge of courage. I mean of honor for that. So how about you, Laura? What you got?
63rd wedding anniversary.
Whoa. Okay, now we do need a badge of honor. 63rd wedding anniversary. How about you, darling? What do we got? Oh, we are celebrating you. You didn't like your boss being self-employed? That's what Greg Tamlin was singing about. Yes, and Mr. Max. Oop, my flowers are over here. They're not. Where am I going? Okay, Mr. Max, we celebrate you, buddy.
Thank you. I got my green card.
We've just been praying for that. Yay. And well, we won't get into that here.
Yes.
Okay, so, and I'm celebrating that I had a flat tire this morning. That's kind of a big deal when the minister comes out and she goes, "Oh, look at that." Yeah, okay. And I'm celebrating that I didn't attempt to fix it. For those of you who know me at all, that's a big deal. Yeah. All right, so what's up? Let's see. Now we're going to do some friendly reminders. We don't do announcements around here because we know you don't like announcements. Can I have some PowerPoint, Sam? Thanks. I want to point out to you, somebody mentioned to me that, a lot of communities, churches, give out bulletins. You're noticing we don't do that. That's not just because of COVID. It is a conscious choice on our part in honoring the care of our planet. You can find everything you ever wanted to know about this ministry on www.unityofflagstaff.org. Save the planet. Let's do our part so you will not see that. Now, back here on the table, we have our gift to you table. You can take home the reminders. There's even a place to put the magnet for your refrigerator. So I encourage you to do that. Tomorrow night, you have some flyers on your chairs. These are on recycled paper, and some of them have weird things on the back because we're conscious about saving the planet. So, open mic night, great talent. This fella right here, Max will be here, right? We'll have some music by Matt Devlin. We have fabulous poetry. We just have a really good time. Fun, free pastries and coffee and tea. Why not? Come on out, 7 o'clock. If you're performing, be here at 6:45. And baby, it is cold outside, and it's getting there, isn't it? Feeling it? Feeling it? Yeah. This box over here represents this community's intention to be present to the needs of this community. So let's fill it up even more. Coats, hats, gloves, scarves. It's cold outside. We're going to support the Flagstaff Family Shelter. Master Chorale of Flagstaff, we are celebrating Marcia and we are celebrating Mary, who are participating. Round of applause for the talent we are blessed with. Marcia is upstairs right now because we have a young'un in our youth ministry. I know, that's something to celebrate. And Marcia and Mary Cusick are both participating in Master Chorale. I encourage you can get tickets online or at the door. It's gonna be a great show. They say the music is amazing. All right, Safe Harbor is the theme of that Master Chorale this year, this particular time. November 7th, open mic. November 15th is the last date that we're gonna keep collecting coats because I need to get them to the shelter. November 13th, Pie Fun Day. It's all about gratitude, music, and pie. So that's what we're going to do next Sunday. It's not going to be Sunday, it's going to be Fun Day. And we're going to have pie, and we're going to sit in a big circle, and we're going to share our gratitudes, and we're going to be grateful to be in the presence of each other. Yeah. And so that's next Sunday, and we're going to auction off pies. Thank you, Trina. So bring a pie to share, and bring a pie to auction. It's on Sunday morning, Sunday celebration, 10:30 a.m., right here. That's what we're going to do. So you don't have to hear me babble. We're just going to have pie instead. Pie instead of penny. How about that? All right. And November 20th, we have a chair yoga demonstration happening after service. I've been wanting yoga, and guess what? It's happening right here in our center. So we are celebrating that. And as you know, December 4th, Greg Tamblin will be here. He will deliver the Sunday message, and then he will bless us with a concert afterward. And because of popular demand and so many great items, the silent auction has been moved to the winners being announced on December 4th instead of next Sunday. So you have more time to bid. Don't be scared by if it says a $40 opening bid or if it says the value is $100, just bid. It's the fun of it. And it's all about the funds of it, right? That's how we're supporting this ministry. So at the Greg Tamblin concert, you do not have to be present to win. Maybe I should make that a requirement. Anyway, you do not have to be present to win. We will announce the winners of the silent auction. And then, you want to be blessed? Anybody? No, come on. Do you want to be blessed? Come on, everybody in the room should. I'm not going to rope you into something. I'm just asking if you want to be blessed. There's a way you can do that today. You can stay for lunch. The platform assistants are meeting today, and those who are interested in being a PA, which we will be introducing Bruce Higgins here shortly. I promise it will be shortly. And We're going to have some lunch. We're going to talk about what it is to be a PA. I appreciate people serving this community in that way. Yes, I do. And my soon-to-be famous soup will be served. How about that? So let's take a breath. Let's really take a breath. Yeah, there we go. Can I have a little background music for this prayer? And Brandon, would you mind? Thank you. See, look at this. God as us expressing. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Enough said, and so it is. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce and bring to the front Mr. Bruce Higgins. Are you going to stand over there or over here, sweetie? Whichever, wherever you want to. You're in charge. Okay. I might run over you if you come over here. So Bruce was Reverend Green at the Dinner Mystery Theater on Friday night, and he did such a great job. And I just really, the next time we have one, you guys should check it out. It's a lot of fun. So, and thank you for participating, both you and Bonnie. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I almost got an innocent woman to confess. I tried really hard, huh, Trina? Well, I shouldn't say innocent. But she didn't murder anybody.
I do want to point out that Bruce is a PA, a board advisor, a runner, a hiker, a volunteer, and a guy that wears really cool hats. So thank you, Bruce.
Good morning again. My name is Bruce, as you should know by now, and it's my pleasure to be here and serve you today. As is a recommended practice in life, let's start with gratitudes and prayer requests. Now is the time to share what is happening with you. And please, if you do, just raise your hand. Dave will bring a microphone to you. In that sharing, we see the value of collectively affirming with you and those that you pray with that the presence of God is in all things, and it is one power. We also support each other in knowing that God, the universe, Spirit, whatever you call it, knows the details. Does anyone have a gratitude or a prayer request that they'd like to share with the community at this time? And I see Keith's got his hand up.
This is Mike. Okay. Tomorrow I am having surgery on my heart, which is very scary for me, but apparently it's not too serious of an operation, but they'll be going in through my veins to my heart and scraping my heart out, scraping out the bad parts of my heart anyway. So please pray. No longer needed. Huh? The parts that are no longer needed. Right. Not bad, just the parts are no longer needed.
The unneeded parts, yes.
Oh, thank you. But anyway, please pray for me tomorrow.
You bet, Keith.
So Keith, Keith, we are affirming with you. Here, take my hand. We are affirming with you, Keith, that everyone involved is divinely guided, that your body only wants to be the expression of its perfect health, and you are at peace and calm, and we affirm it is so, and so it is. Okay.
Bless you, Keith. Anyone else?
So my dad had surgery on Friday to remove some masses in his bladder, and he is recovering well and home and tired, but 84 years young. He is still strong as an ox. So, God bless him, and just speedy recovery for him.
Thank you,
we'll-
Trina.
Yes, and we're affirming onward, forward motion with ox-like activity. He is strong, he is well, he is the expression of spirit. Yeah, and we see you at peace with that.
Thank you, Pat.
I have a good friend who just had some major back surgery, and I think it's been more major than what she had anticipated. So she's having a hard time with pain, and I think emotionally she is. So just asking for positive energy from the Spirit be headed her way.
And we see it is already done, Pat. We know that she is enfolded in the light. We know that she is whole and healthy and perfect. And so are you. And your love for her as a friend is a gift.
Thanks for sharing, Pat.
I received an acceptance letter from NAU this week.
Yay!
Hold on, because I still need prayers to apply for the accelerated nursing program. So that's the one I really need to be accepted to. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivana.
So, Ivana, we know that it is unfolding perfectly to your highest and your best outcome, and to those that you choose and clearly desire to serve. We see it done for your highest good. Yeah.
Steve?
Prayer request from my nephew, Joseph. He's a rabbi, actually, Joseph Modes, who is going through cancer treatments, and in between treatments, he was able to make a trip to Israel with his brother-in-law. So that was a special thing for him. So thanks for that.
Thanks, Steve.
We are celebrating Rabbi Joseph's perfect health and expression. We see him at ease and all those around him, affirming that with him, we know that this is so, and so it is.
Anyone else? We are grateful for all the requests and good news that we have just heard. Again, we affirm that each condition, person, and situation is an expression of the divine. We claim love, wisdom, healing, and wholeness. We remember that no circumstance changes or separates us from our divinity. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. Thank you to the members of the prayer team. Prayer team members, would you please raise your hands? I see 4 in the room. 4 in the room right now. These folks are available to pray with you after the service. If you have any need, you can meet with them in the Serenity Room, which is right over there. Also, you may write down your prayer requests, which are near the Serenity Room there in a box in the corner. Those are prayed over by our prayer team and then passed on to Unity Village, where they are prayed over for an additional 30 days by Silent Unity. Thank you. Now we'll affirm our unity principle, and today I think it is number 1. Sam, you got that? And let's say this together. God is all there is and present everywhere. This is the force of love and wisdom that underlies all of existence. So today, Penni wants us all to big. For those of you that didn't complete your homework, that means be in GREAT-itude. I'm usually a bit of a skeptic about the complete power of the various truths that we profess here, because they're always mixed in with what everyone else desires and random events that can affect our lives. But for this one, I'm all in. It's pretty easy to forget the obvious blessings all around me when I focus on what I don't have or think I don't have. But just flipping it around and counting my blessings brings about an almost instantaneous change in the way I feel and react to people and events around me. What isn't so easy to big about is an event whose consequences feel quite threatening to me, then the flipping can be daunting. Without going into any detail, I took part in creating a whole cascade of negative energy, a feeling of lack, and unpleasant consequences fairly recently. It's so easy to just retreat when these sorts of things enter our lives, and that's just what I did. But after some days, I realized there were messages in the circumstances to big about. I feel I'm being called to grow and change some pretty fundamental scripts I wrote a long time ago in the way I subsequently greeted triggering events. So, instead of devolving into a blame game, coulda, shoulda, woulda, and mourning the unfairness of life by being in gratitude, or maybe even GREAT-itude, for the loving message Spirit sent me in this morass, the obstacles that seemed so insurmountable, so large, suddenly became to look more like hills that I want to climb, because there is bound to be a better view from the top of them. We'll now prepare for meditation.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. Really. You know, when you stand in the presence of the divine, it does this to you sometimes. I just have the best seat in the house. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. So now I'd like to introduce an amazing young woman who just got accepted at NAU. Miss Ivana. Sorry, I knew I was going to mess that up. It's spelled with an I and it's pronounced with an E, and I just knew. See? And I was right. I did mess it up. See how that works? Ivana Fitzgerald. Ivana attended and facilitated one of our hours of our World Day of Prayer. And then we proceeded to be in an amazing conversation for about an hour and a half after that, at about 1 o'clock in the morning, because it is a 24-hour vigil. And I was so touched and so moved. Ivana has also participated in our open mic night. She has started an amazing group of folks here. They do prayers, we work with kids. I wrote this really cool introduction, and then it wasn't on my computer when I went to print it, so now I'm just winging it. But what I can tell you is, all of that is just an expression of the light that she is. And we appreciate her being here today to lead us in meditation. Thank you, Ivana. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I want to start by inviting you all to just close your eyes, take a gentle gaze, and bring your attention inward to notice your inner thoughts and your inner feelings, to pay attention to your breath. It's really common when we focus on our breath that we notice it starts to get slower and deeper all on its own. And just leaning into that, breathing more slowly, more deeply, allowing the exhale to just fall right out of you. Today's message is about gratitude. Gratitude is a harmonizing force, one of the great virtues of God, and we all have a relationship to that. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, bring your awareness to your heart. In this moment, notice anything that is keeping you from connecting to your heart, and let it go. It will be there later. Taking a deep breath into your heart space. Inviting in divine love, divine gratitude, divine joy, and sensing how the room is filling with this. That we're all connecting through our hearts, through the divine that is within us and without us and all around. Take a deep breath in. Take a full exhale out. And think about your gratitudes. Think about your gratitude for yourself, for the wonderful being that you are, having this human experience. Think about the joys in your life. Be grateful even for the sorrows that serve as the fire that purifies the gold of who you are. Think about the other souls in your life that add meaning and purpose and value and connection. Think about your ancestors who are a part of the journey that brought you into this world to where you are today. And as you think about your ancestors and yourself, I invite you to recognize that you are one with all of creation. You are one with everyone in this room, everyone in this world. We are all divine expressions. And gratitude is a virtue of God, something that we can all tap into to be greater harmonizers in this world, greater connectors, greater reflectors of the light of God. Continue for a few moments to connect with yourself and your breath. Thank you very much.
And at the time you thought that you made the right call, that you don't need the angel whispers in your ears. When the worst comes, you hear in your eardrums, you should have known, so I told you so. So all those groans are your own, and all looks lost, and a weight is in your chest, and a minute feels responsible and blameless, then resets. But you can't stop here. And man, I watched you fall, and man, I watched you crawl till you could stand tall. Man, I watched you shake down but didn't break all the blows a man can take. And then come the morning, you feel yourself soaring, and with the sun the song is sung, you moved on. By the evening, you feel yourself reeling, you heard her name, it starts again, familiar shame reclaimed. And all looks lost, and a weight is in your chest, and a minute feels responsible and blameless, then resets. But you can't stop here. Man, I watched you fall, and man, I watched you crawl till you could stand tall. And man, I watched you shake down but didn't break all the blows a man can take. Where have your words been? And how is the skin you're living in? From where does the will come now that it's over and you're done? And all looks lost and guilt is in your bones, and a minute feels responsible and blameless then unfolds. Well, you can't stop here. Man, I watched you fall, and man, I watched you crawl till you could stand tall. And man, I watched you shake down but didn't break all the blows a man can take. And man, I watched you fall, and man, I watched you crawl till you could stand tall. And man, I watched you shake down but didn't break all the blows a man can take.
Where do you keep finding this talent?
Bruce, I lead a divine life. That's where this talent comes from.
Yes, you do.
Right? Come on, right? Max came to us through Matt, and Max came through us through Open Mic Night. And Max has his green card. We are going to be seeing more of him. Well, I hope so, right?
First thing I'm doing is going home.
Where's home, Max?
Rugby, England.
Rugby, England. Okay, just say that one more time because we love the way it sounds.
Rugby in England. It's not near London. Or by your standards, it is.
Right.
It's a big country over here.
It is a big country. Thank you. 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 If you're comfortable, turn to the people around you and say thank you. Just thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dave, back there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, YouTubers. Thank you. Keith, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Graham. Thank you. Each time you hear me today say the word thank you, I'm going to encourage you to mirror that back. So when I say the word thank you, then you, you guys got it. You're on it. When I say the word thank you, and point that inward. According to the National Center for Biotech Information, I love it when I start out with statements like that. Better health, less stress, nicer world, blah, 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 gratitude. Nicer people, better place to live, blah, 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 gratitude. Every study shows it. Now, most studies, what they've done, though, is they've studied the gratitude of one-on-one, like this, when I say thank you. You guys are good at this. That expressing gratitude not only improves one-on-one relationships, but what they're finding is somebody witnessing somebody being in gratitude shifts the energy, shifts the consciousness, changes the room, can change the direction of the meeting, of the conversation, of the argument. Ooh, try that one on. In the middle of an argument, look right at your adversary and say, thank you. Almost got you on that one. Being in gratitude, that is the invitation today. And thank you, Bruce, for being willing to play with that. For being willing to play with that, really. I was thinking, you know, because of course we've talked about gratitude. I talk about gratitude every every year at least once this time of year, right? Right? So I thought, that's cool. Gratitude's cool. And they know that it changes your health and it changes the world. Okay, yeah, I know. I really shouldn't get so, I guess, blasé about all this amazing divinity that happens around me. But sometimes it's happening so much we kind of get blasé about it. We forget how much we have to be grateful for. Come on now. For 1 second, think about that. First of all, look around this room. Do you guys remember what this room looked like? Some of you don't. When it was a movie theater, when it was a sports authority, something or other, when we moved in. Lots to be grateful for. Lots. So it's easy to kind of get lazy about that, right? I don't always say thank you as much as I should. How about you? Being in gratitude is the invitation today, mirroring back the example that the universe has clearly set for us. Its infinite nature of good. Now think about that. Look around the world. What we have to be grateful for. And I know, I get it, I hear it, here it comes. Yeah, but what about? Yeah, but what about? Okay, thank you. The universe is mirroring back to us in its infinite nature. Amazing, infinite things to be grateful for. My question for you today is this. How big is God? Infinite's a good answer. This is interactive. I'm listening. How big is God? Universally big. Put that in the chat back there, you YouTubers. How big is God? Sam will read it to us. How big is God? Unity principle number 1, as Bruce shared with us and as we shared this morning, God is all there is and present everywhere. This is the force of love and wisdom. Now, this is the big part that underlies all existence. How big is God? How big is God in you? Pretty big. Earthquakes, hurricanes, school shootings, family issues. How big is God now? Bad diagnosis, sick friends, sad children. Big. How big is God? What I can say is this: God is still greater than any of it. God as you is still greater than any of it. And all of it, all the time, everywhere. Yeah, that's how big God is. So now we can just let all those scientists know. They're always wanting to know how big the universe is and how big God is and how far this goes and how big it is and how expansive it is. It's infinite. Get it. Just get that. It's infinite. How big is God? God is as big as your consciousness will allow. And now it's on you. God is as big as your consciousness will allow. Paul Hasselbeck in Heart-Centered Metaphysics says this: the development of consciousness is key to demonstrating our good and overcoming the stuff that happens in this relative realm. Dr. Hasselbeck describes 10 types of consciousness. Ready? Want to hear them? Okay, you ready? You want to hear them? Negative, sense, material, body, positive, inner center, and here's the big one, Christ consciousness. That's how big God is. Now, we'll talk more about those on another day. We're not going to get into all those today. But this is what we know about those levels of consciousness, is that how they mirror, how they practice, how they express gratitude, that our human expression is practicing, that is interesting how that level goes up as we go up the level of consciousness. So as our gratitude goes up, our consciousness is lifted. I am inviting you into GREATitude. I'm inviting you into GREATitude in your life. We know that it impacts the room we're in. We know that it has an impact in the world that we're living in. I'm inviting you into GREATitude. Those levels of consciousness. Do this for me if you're comfortable. Close your eyes. Now I want you to look around your life. Just look around your life. Look deeply. Are there any closed doors? Any little dark spaces? Places where you notice that you constrict and pull away from your greatness? Got one? Now imagine yourself just placing your hand on that doorknob, one of them. You feel yourself approaching that place. And as you place your hand on that doorknob, say thank you. Do you see the healing there? Do you see the expansion there? Do you recognize your God self and its potential right there? It's infinite. And we could stay right here. But I'm going to invite you back. I envision the divine peeking in as I've got my hand on that doorknob to open that closed space in my life, and the divine, my divine self looking in saying, well, I wonder if she's going to do that this time. I wonder if she's going to open up to that this time. I wonder if she's going to see her infinite expression this time. And the universe waits. It loves us that much. And I know that the universe has a sense of humor, and I am a source of entertainment. I am certain of it. How about you? Anywhere in your life, you just know that your God self goes, there she goes again. Round and around the barn. There she goes again, looking for her greatness, finding her expression. She's already that. He's already that. You're already there. And the universe just waits. So as I was scribbling that thought down, it was funny because that's when I had my moment. Anybody ever have a moment in your life? You know, that moment where you go, whoa, what am I doing? Like, what if they find out I'm a fraud? Am I a fraud? What if they find out? Well, who makes me think that I can do this? Another Sunday, who, maybe I can fake a sore throat. We could run a YouTube. Every week, I have that moment. Every week. I've only been doing this for 15 years. Every week, my little self says, no, you shouldn't be up there doing that. Do those people know who you are? They're giving you a microphone? Really? Anybody have that experience? Does anybody have a moment like that, or am I the only one? Because I want to know the recipe that if you don't ever have one. Come on. Do you ever have a moment like that? Yes, we have moments like that. And it brings me right back. And as I wrote, I envisioned the divine peeking around the corner, seeing me. I said, who do you think you are? In that moment, who do you think you are? And as I was thinking through that, what came was this. Nelson Mandela, Marianne Williamson, every spiritual teacher ever that has ever said anything to us that was worth hearing said, who do you think you are to not be that? I love those moments. Who do you think you are to not step into that? To not allow yourself to be that expression, to be the expression of spirit that you are called into, to be big. And in that moment, I was overwhelmed with gratitude, and then I had a flat tire. The universe has such a great sense of humor. And then I had a flat tire. And when I notice, when I open to noticing that it really is irresponsible for me to not be who I'm called to be, when you notice, when you really start noticing that it's irresponsible for you to be any less than God calls you into, it's already done then. The Course in Miracles says this in Lesson 19, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am not alone. And when I hold those thoughts that I am a divine child of God and I am here to express that, I impact the whole room. I impact the whole world. You impact the whole world, not parts. There aren't places that are hidden from God. God is only 100% as you showing up. You impact the whole world. Charles Fillmore, Ernest Holmes, Mary Baker Eddy, Thomas Merton, they all said it. I just happened to quote the Course in Miracles. I am not alone in the experience that affects my thoughts. Dr. Wayne Dyer said this. Change the way you are looking at things, and the things that you are looking at will change. You have that power as the expression of God. And when we operate from a space of gratitude, a place of GREAT-itude, when we step into that and we are willing to own that in our lives, in this community, everywhere, every place, all the time. My friends, that world that you dream of, that job that you're holding in consciousness, that healing for a friend is already happening. It's there. Be big. Be big. Be in gratitude. Your divine self will just do the happy dance. Be in gratitude. We expand our gratitude, being grateful in, and we express and we begin to amplify that divine nature of who we are by moving to a place of gratitude. And just in the noticing, it shifts, it changes us, and it changes the people around us. I love it when I flip these pages like I'm actually reading it. This community is a mirror of the consciousness that makes it up. We are mirroring that into the world. And we're doing a fine damn job, by the way. We're doing a great job at this. Come on now. Thank you. Thank you. You are reflecting that expression of God. And I must really like to talk about gratitude. You are reflecting that expression. And it doesn't have to be noisy, and it doesn't have to be loud, and it doesn't have to be busy like me. It can show up exactly as you are. You bring that to this space and to the world. Noticing, expand as I stand in the awe of the divinity in this room. I can feel that expansion, and being in GREAT-itude gives me the opportunity to stop and say, thank you. In that gratitude, we get to lift to that level of consciousness. We get to move to that Christ consciousness out of all of those 10 consciousnesses that we can choose from. With every act of gratitude, we lift and we move ourselves through that. and we allow ourselves to be in gratitude and be big in our lives and allow ourselves to be that expression. Thank you.
I can see the world in all the ways it's meant to be. Believe you me, these walls are made of windows after all. All the celebrations, all the partying till dawn, all of which is just enough to make you wish you'd never been born. The edited highs, who wouldn't want 'em? Yeah, I can force a smile, then send it out, 'cause I'm reliably informed that everyone will care. Nobody can run from all the time we have to burn, and I've learned a fear of what I don't with all my time. Everyone's producing so they don't get left behind. And those that can't create have found another simple formula for life. A sensitive side, physically flawless, and with the right tools I'll try to make do. And maybe I'll find all that I've wanted, somebody to be alone with me. And I'm reliably informed that everyone will care. Wait, take most of your days, they need to be appraised. They won't sell, it's worthless. No, you can't be mundane, you'll fall and you'll fade. Tell me I'm wrong, that you can be boring, 'cause I can feel the squeeze, unhappy just to be. Tell me I'm wrong, that I could afford it, that nobody in me is good company, 'cause I'm reliably informed that somebody will care, that somebody has noticed that I'm still here, 'cause I'm reliably informed that somebody will care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Max. And aren't we blessed? All right. Thank you. Can you give him some juice? There we go.
Thank you. There it is. Thanks, Max. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if we can get an echo going here. All right, let's get to receiving our good. Can we have our greeters come forward, please? And we're going to prepare for our time of abundance now. Where are these affirmations? It says, pick up your affirmation.
They're on the gift for you table, the affirmations, the reminders, and ongoing abundance quotes.
Aha.
All at the gift for you table at the front of the sanctuary.
All right, and everything you need to know about events at Unity of Flagstaff Spiritual Center can be found at, and I just want you to meditate on what it is. We're not going to repeat it again this time, but you know what it is. All right.
Meditate on it. That's good,
Okay.
Bruce. I like that.
Now, let's go ahead and say the abundance thought of the week as blessings for the baskets go around. Here we say the abundance thought of the week. Is it up there?
It is.
It is. All right. We show our gratitude through the sharing of our gifts. We joyfully give. We abundantly receive. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, guys, get to it.
Be sure and bless the baskets as they come around. Thank you, and as you know, it is through your generosity and your generous hearts that this community is empowered to do what we do. Coats, 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 bring more coats. Let's do that. And let's see, I think I have a little song in here somewhere. I don't have a little song. Maybe, well, here we go. Let's try that. No, that's not it. It's here somewhere, I promise you. Okay, here we go. There we go. Look, there it is. And we're going to run this one again. Here we go. And as you are comfortable, let's stand, and then we'll affirm and bless these baskets. Okay, it is going. Yes, there we go. Here we go. Now, you're the response part.
I am light in this world. In this world, I am light. I am light in this world. In this world, this is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. I see the joy. I see the joy in this world. In this world, I see the joy. I see the joy in this world. In this world, this is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. I'm living love every day. I'm living love every day. I'm living love every day. Spreading peace along the way. Right time, right place. Living love every day. We are the light. We are the light in this world. In this world, we are the light. We are the light in this world. In this world, this is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. This is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. This is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Lovely.
Yay! And bring those baskets back up here. Okay, so what we're going to do, no, it's not going to get away from me. Look at this. I am smarter than the PowerPoint. And can I have a little PowerPoint back there, Sam, please? We are the light. We are, and we are affirming this together. We are one with Source. We celebrate bringing in gratitude. We align with the opulence of the universe. Thank you, Spirit. Together we affirm. And the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is swell. Have a great week, my friends. Don't forget, open mic night. You can see more of Max.
That sounds good. Man, you coming along then, yeah? Excellent. Fantastic.
Come on. I am light. I am light in this world. In this world. I am light. I am light in this world.
Still there, that sounds,
In this
yeah, that sounds
world.
awesome.
This is the place.
Is it a comedy
This
one?
is the time.